Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the UTEP Miners and the North Dakota State Bison. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Miners ready to kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the wideout. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Finding some room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hayes. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Running inside, it's Scott. Hard run, just shedding tackles. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. Touchdown, North Dakota State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Jones. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To throw, it's Colson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
They'll give it on the counter. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got it in the middle. It's Henry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And
there's a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs.
Beck's going for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Handoff from the gun. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UTEP. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Hayes. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
He's got the back in the middle. Touchdown, Miners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Final play of the quarter coming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Makes the catch. It's Myers. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, better look out. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hayes. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more.
Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Dakota. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, you got the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Shakes off the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The short hands, it's Henry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Miners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on it.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Got a man, it's Scott. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Going to the run, it's Scott. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's good.
Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go with a direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And off to Jones. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Ready?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds a little space. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Colson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It'll be third and long.
22, go!
From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab deep. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Smith with the grab over the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the #1 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's Kansas State who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Running inside, it's Scott. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Colson. Quickly complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
And the Miners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go to the air on third and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. Inside the 10. does the work itself with a pick six. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Finding open areas. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
Ready. 85. Check. 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge.
Looking for a man. It's Hayes. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Flag 14, ready, go!
The run inside, it's Scott. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Third and 6 yards to go.
Ready. 129. Go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Gonna run it. It's Scott. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. To the air, it's Hayes. Here's a heat. Being chased. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit. Snags it, and he's open. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Escapes the pressure to his right, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Dropping back, it's Colson. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. This one's complete. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Jones. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Miners in the hurry up. Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
We're in the 2nd half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can... Turning it on! He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Back to pass, it's Colson. Makes the catch, it's Henry. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy that...
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And wings it incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just
got it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, you got a lot.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far.
And the trick play, and it won't work. The defense all over him before he can even turn the ball loose. They're lucky to hang on to the football. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Might have a chance.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
In the red area, it's Scott. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Skips away from pressure. They've got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Looking for a man, it's Colson. He's moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Throws it deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually,